What's up guys, and today I'm going to be doing some basic upgrades to my Krytac LVOA-C to see if I can improve its accuracy. It's a pretty basic upgrade. I'm going to be installing this Prometheus Tight Bore inner barrel. Now, I paid about £53 for this off surplusstore.co.uk, and I'll pop a link to this in the description down below. With it, I'm going to be upgrading the stock bucking to a maple leaf yellow, as well as installing this maple leaf omega nub. Now I paid £16 for these as a kit off eBay. Again, I'll pop links to these in the description below. I'll do some basic tests. I'll run the gun through the chrono both before and after the upgrade, as well as doing some basic accuracy tests. So let's crack on. So first up, I'm going to be running 6 shots through the chrono with the stock barrel and bucking. For all of my tests, I'm going to be using 0.2 gram BBs for consistency. 329, 330, 332, 329, 329, 333. And that gives me an average of 330.8. I'm going to fire 6 rounds at this target. I'm about 16 metres away, so here goes. Let's get started with the install. Full disclaimer, I'm in no way a tech, so please don't take what I say as gospel. First, you're going to need to remove the rail and upper receiver. To do this, take an Allen key and remove this screw. Then, what you're going to want to do is punch out the inner screw housing. Put this to one side and make sure you don't lose it. Now you should be able to separate the upper and lower receivers. Pull out the inner barrel and hop up unit. Remove the tension spring from the inner barrel and put this somewhere safe. As you can see, this stock inner barrel comes with an O-ring. You can leave this in place. Now we need to remove the hop unit from the inner barrel. First, you're going to want to turn your hop all the way off, so set it to 0. To get the hop arm out, you'll need to compress the hop up wheel towards the back of the unit. Once the wheel has been pulled back, you should be able to pull the hop arm up. The final step is to remove the C-clip holding the inner barrel in place. The best way to do this is to slightly twist the inner barrel and the C-clip should pop up. This will then allow you to use your fingers to prise the C-clip off. Be careful as these can break easily. Put it to one side to keep it safe. The inner barrel should now slide out easily. Next, you're going to want to pull off the old bucking. Now get the new barrel ready. As you can see, the length of the new barrel is the same as the stock one. The only noticeable differences are an enlarged window on the new barrel, as well as having 3 grooves for O-rings as opposed to just the one on the stock barrel. You'll get 2 O-rings with the new inner barrel. Next up, we'll install the new bucking on the new barrel. Maple Leaf makes several different buckings, so make sure you get the one that is right for your gun and matches the FPS you're hoping to achieve. I have a Maple Leaf macaron 60 degree, which is rated for 295 to 390 FPS. A tip in order to get the bucking on your new barrel easier is to use a little bit of silicone oil. Apply a small amount to your fingertip and rub it over the end of the barrel where your bucking will go. You don't want to use too much, just enough to help the bucking go on easier. If you look at your inner barrel, you'll notice that there's a groove cut into it. This is the bottom of your inner barrel. If you look on the inside of your bucking, you'll notice that there is a raised ridge. This ridge will slot into the groove on your barrel, ensuring your bucking is fitted the correct way round. Slide the bucking over the inner barrel. Even with the silicone oil, you may find this a little tough. And there we have it, one new bucking fitted to one new inner barrel. The final step is to add the new O-rings to the barrel. This will help stabilise the inner barrel inside the gun and stop it from shifting with each shot, helping to keep your BBs flying straight and improve your accuracy. As far as I'm aware, it doesn't matter which slots the O-rings go in. I use the first 2 slots. We're now going to replace the nub with the Maple Leaf Omega nub. You don't necessarily have to do this. First, you're going to want to reinsert the inner barrel into the hop unit. Find that groove in the inner barrel that indicates the bottom of the barrel and push the inner barrel back into the hop unit. The barrel should slide in without too much force. Make sure the bottom of the barrel, where the groove is, lines up with the bottom centre of the hop-up unit. When you're happy that the bottom of the inner barrel is level with the bottom centre of the hop-up unit, reinsert the C-clip. This should just push back in with your fingers and you'll be able to hear it clip into place. Check the C-clip is flush with the rest of the hop unit. Now the inner barrel is reinstalled, it's time to remove the old nub from the hop-up arm, ready for the new one. This should easily pull or slide out of the hop-up arm. Now get your new nub and line it up with the nub holder on the hop-up arm. It's worth mentioning that not every nub will fit back into the nub holder on the arm. As long as it sits roughly in the holder for the nub, when the arm is reinserted into the hop unit, you should be fine. In order to do this without the nub falling out, you can either use a small amount of glue or thick silicone oil to keep the nub in place. I used gravity and installed the nub with the hop-up unit upside down. To reinsert the hop-up arm, compress the hop-up adjustment wheel again and the arm should clip back into place. Check you can still move the hop-up wheel freely to ensure the arm is back in the groove correctly. Test the hop-up arm is working by looking down the barrel while turning the hop-up wheel. This is difficult to show on camera. Now it's time to reassemble the gun. First, replace the tension spring back over the inner barrel. What this does is pushes the hop-up unit backwards against your outer barrel, ensuring you always have a good seal with your gearbox and piston. Now reinsert the inner barrel back into your outer barrel. Grab your lower receiver and slide this back into the rail and upper receiver. Tightly hold the 2 sections together and grab the screw housing and reinsert this. You might need to give it a few taps with a hammer to get it all the way in, as it can be tight. Now flip the gun over, grab the screw and screw this back into the screw housing. And that's it, you're all done. You have successfully upgraded your inner barrel, bucking and nub. Now I'm going to run another 6 shots through the chrono to see if there's any noticeable difference. Again, I'm using 0.2 gram BBs, so here goes. 344, 346, 348, 341, 345, 345. So with the upgrades, that comes out at an average of 345.3. Now I'm going to see if there's been any accuracy improvements over this medium 16 metre distance with another 6 shots. Well, there we have it. You can see from the chrono test that there's a noticeable increase in FPS after doing the upgrades of around 15 FPS with a 0.2 gram BB. Now I put this down to the new tighter bore inner barrel and the new bucking, creating a better air seal around the BB, giving it more kick, propelling the BB out of the barrel. Now in theory this should also increase my range slightly. Looking at the results from the accuracy test, it's hard to see there's too much difference, but then again I am only doing it from a short distance, of about 16 metres. Out in the field I expect to see better results over that sort of 40 to 50 to maybe even 60 metre range. Well, I hope you found this video useful, whether you came here to see how to actually change the inner barrel and bucking, or if you just come to see if it made any improvements to my gun before you make the purchase yourself. I do have some other upgrades planned for this gun, so I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below what you think I should do next. And if you haven't yet subscribed, what are you doing? Please consider subscribing, because it really does help me out, guys. Click that little bell icon as well so you're notified when I drop new videos, and I'll see you in the next one.